Well, I explained what Eisenhower was like, a general. We were the troops. With President Kennedy, when he took over, or as president-elect, it started out down in Palm Beach. He got to know each and every agent by name, called them by name. Then he knew who your wife's name was, knew who your children's names were. One day, one of the new agents had been to Palm Beach. He was standing out on post. He had just come in from Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. He'd been with the Eisenhower grandkids. And he had on a nice charcoal gray wool suit, heavy, because it had been cold up in Gettysburg, and wearing a hat, standing on post. And the president out by the pool in his swim trunks, going over some papers. And he saw this agent standing over there, sweating like crazy. And he just, what the heck's this? And he walked over and he said, "What's your name?" And the guy said, "My name's Harry Gibbs, Mr. President." He said, "Why are you standing here in the sunshine? You could move over there in the shade. And why are you wearing winter clothes?" He said, "Well, Mr. President, this is my post. I can't move over there. That's not where I'm supposed to be." He said, "I'm wearing these clothes because I just came from Pennsylvania. It's cold in Pennsylvania." So he just shook his head. He turned around. He walked away, walked in the house. Came back out, had a whole stack of polo shirts. Walked over and he gave one to Harry. Said, "Now you put this on. You can't do your job when you're uncomfortable like you are, sweating and with all those heavy clothes, and give one of these to each of the other agents that are assigned here. I want them all to be comfortable and to do the job that they want to do, but do so comfortably." And that's the way he was. He was a very personable individual. He knew all of us by name. I dealt with him a lot on a personal basis because of being with Mrs. Kennedy and the children. A lot of times we'd be someplace and she would want something cleared, and I'd call back, and I'd always call Evelyn Lincoln, his secretary. And Evelyn would always go in and tell him that I was on the phone and I had this question, and I would expect Evelyn to come back and give me the answer. That never happened. The next voice I heard was him telling me exactly what he wanted me to do and why you could do this and why you shouldn't do that. He was just the down-to-earth guy. A lot of things happened that enjoyed out there on the water. He loved the honey fits or the Patrick J or the Manitou, one of the boats that we had available. He just loved it, and I loved it myself.